Hey guys, Cody Hofhine with Wholesaling Inc., the #1 wholesaling coaching program in the nation. And we're at our next house where we're actually going to do a rehab, fix and flip. Now, I know this is completely against everything we have said in our last videos, but stick with me on this video and I'm gonna show you why we chose to rehab this home so that we could maximize our profits. Now, while you're here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so it will alert you to let you know when we upload new videos. Now, let's get right to the meat and potatoes. So we're gonna be finishing out the basement here. We're gonna make a living room in this room, and then we're gonna be putting a bathroom back here, and then we're gonna be cutting in a door either here or here at the end that will go into another bedroom back behind this, which will be nice. So this is, we don't do a whole lot of fix and flips where we actually do all the construction, but this one made a lot of sense. So this home, we ended up getting this. This is a referral. This one's a key one, guys. This is a good one to learn from. When you do business with people that are landlords and you are working with them, and like the last video we did, we talked about doing a deal from a tired landlord, someone that was sick of the tenant, and we ended up buying that home from them, right? The same thing here. This is a referral because the last home we did with this guy is like a repeat customer, which is super good because then you're not paying for the lead. But what we did was the first home we bought from this individual, it was a rental and the tenants had trashed it. I mean, trashed it. It was in such bad shape and they even smoked meth in the home. It was in bad condition. We were able to facilitate that deal and we were able to make some money on it. But what's really crucial is whenever you do business with a landlord, chances are they could have more rentals and they could be sick of just period the end being a landlord. And so this is the case here. This is a repeat customer. He was sick of being a landlord. Now this was his primary residence and he needed to move like quick. He says, hey guys, I'm moving in 2 weeks to California. I want to be gone. We told him, okay, we can do this for a price. Obviously we're not going to be the highest price. We never are as the investor. And he says, don't worry about that. I know the name of the game. Guys, I'm a landlord. I'm an investor myself. I just need to get out of this quick because I actually need to be in California in 2 weeks. And so he knew the whole name of the game. So when you're talking to people, have the hard conversations. Don't think that you can't have hard conversations and tell them the reality. Guys, I'm looking to make a profit on this home. I'm not going to be your highest and best. Your highest and best would probably come from listing this with a real estate agent. As you bring up the truth, you'll realize people will either say, okay, I do need highest and best, and they go with them, but that's what they were gonna do anyways. Or they're gonna be like, no guys, I understand this. I mean, this guy was a savvy investor. He's owned many rentals, and this was his primary home. He's like, I'm looking for highest and best. I'm looking for speed and convenience. I'm looking for someone that's gonna close on my billing. So think about this. When you're talking about deals, you've got 3 things that make a deal: speed, convenience, and price. And when you're talking to these individuals, they're willing to give you your price, and we've talked about this on other videos, they're willing to give you your price if you will give them speed and convenience. And this was the case. He knew he wasn't getting highest and best from us, but he knew he was getting speed and convenience, and he was fine with that. And this individual, we closed on this home, and we now have our contractor here fixing this up and turning this what will be a finished basement. We'll have a living room here, 2 more bedrooms downstairs, 3 bedrooms upstairs. They have to redo the whole wiring. So when I was talking up there in Spanish, it was talking about all the wiring. This home is so old, it has old electrical wiring. They have to rip out the sheetrock and get all new electrical in the walls and a whole new panel here. So it's not gonna be easy work. He said it, I'm like, hey, so you're gonna be done in a month? And he's like, no, like this is gonna be like 6 to 8 more weeks. Like, no way, this is gonna be probably a couple months. And we're okay with that. It still makes sense, and it's always good to just ask him to see if we can speed him up. But ultimately, this guy is such a good guy. He's been such a great contractor for us, and it ultimately is going to be a great little deal for us. So we are getting a little bit more into the fix and flip, if it makes sense, because we've built up our wholesaling business now to the point where we can afford to do these things. But out of the gates, it's not smart to get into the fix and flip game. Just wholesale. Just simply either sell the contract if you're able to in your state, or do wholesaling, where you just simply buy it and put it right back on the MLS So those are your two best ways right out of the gates until you get some cash built up in the bank, some reserves built up. And then when you do that, you're also giving yourself time to really learn the market and how to become better at knowing if you should take the risk to do a fix and flip, because it's not simple, guys. It is adult daycare. You do have to watch these contractors nonstop and make sure they're consistently working. We happen to have amazing contractors that do the job that they say they're going to do, and they do it as quick as they can. Let's look through here for a little bit. Man, they've redone quite a bit of the floorboards, which is nice. We're going to be putting a bathroom in here. There's going to be a couple bedrooms down here. We're standing in one of the bedrooms. Another bedroom back there, but that's going to be walled off, and we'll put a new doorway in that will go from the other side. So ultimately, it's going to be 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a great little location. What's really nice about this, it's in the threshold. So in your market, I don't know what your threshold is, but our threshold, if it's $250,000 when it's all fixed up and below, those homes are selling like hotcakes, like quick. As soon as you put them on the market, they don't last because there's so many people, so many buyers in that margin that are looking for a home $250 and less that can't afford more than $250. When you get past the $250, you start to see sitting on the market a little bit longer. When you get past $350, it sits on the market even longer. When you get past $500, even longer. And so our sweet spot for Utah is $250,000 when the home is all fixed up, $250,000 or less. And this home will sell for about $250,000. We got this one, again, let me check out the notes real quick. We got this one at $164,000, and it will sell for $250,000. So it is going to take a lot of work, but it is our best strategy. We had some people that were interested in it, some cash buyers that were interested in it, but it just wasn't the return we were looking for. And so we're going to basically double what we could have made as just a simple maybe assignment, a simple selling it to a cash buyer. We're going to double that, and we'll probably do, I don't know, if I had to guess on this, we'll probably make maybe 30 to 35 versus 15,000. So it ends up being a huge win for us, and it's something we can take on, and we can mitigate the risk. It's being able to manage risk. At the beginning, don't do this. Like, I'm going against everything that I've told you on these videos. At the beginning, do not do it. Keep a singular focus. Be a sniper. Shoot one bullet at a time and just do the same thing over and over and over again until you really know your market, until you're cash strong and you have a lot of cash in the bank, and that you really can manage the risk, meaning that this isn't going to set you back. This isn't going to set us back. Things are going great. It's not a big risk to us. At the beginning, this would have been a huge risk because we would have been driving out here nonstop and looking at the home and checking on contractors, and we would have lost focus and traction on just getting consistent deals coming in every single month and finding homes at a deep discount. You can't afford to do that. Don't do that. Get consistent at finding deals. Get it automated. Get a team in place so that you can manage the risk of being able to now drive out if you need to come out and talk to a contractor, that it's not sacrificing business back at home. We always use the analogy of the golden goose, right? We're sitting on a farm and there's a golden goose. There's a goose that's laying golden eggs every single day. And sometimes we think, oh man, I heard there's another golden goose 3 valleys over. I'm gonna leave this farm and I'm gonna go find this other golden goose so I can have 2 geese, sorry, that's plural. 2 geese that are here laying golden eggs. The issue is, if someone's not here to maintain the golden goose that's right here, that's laying golden eggs right now, if you don't have someone here to maintain that goose that's sitting here right now, when you leave, what happens is, okay, I'm gonna go find this goose over here. This goose is gonna die. And now you have nothing producing the golden eggs. And if you happen to not find that goose on the other valley, now you're really, really hosed. So make sure if you're gonna go look for another goose, that this goose is taken care of. Make sure someone's here to manage it and maintain it so that you can go find the golden goose. If not, don't do it. Make sure you are just doing what you're doing and keep producing that golden egg that's here every single day. Keep doing that. Hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, guys, you're gonna hear some construction going on in the background. You're gonna hear the Sawzall going, cutting. So this is part of what you can work to. Now, again, I don't suggest starting this way. I don't suggest getting into fix and flips right out of the gates. Get consistent at finding deeply discounted properties. Consistently either just turn them over to cash buyers or put them on the MLS. That's something that you can do consistently and steady and make a lot of money doing. Ultimately, what you have the joy of doing is ultimately growing your business to the point where you can really maximize your profits. Remember, we talk about revenue in first position. Do the consistent thing over and over again, like the sniper, one bullet at a time. But then ultimately what you're gonna do, you are going to get to the point where you can look at each deal when you have something automated, you have a system, you have a team in place, so that what your bread and butter is never gonna be sacrificed. You're never gonna lose what's going on back at home because you have a team in place managing that. It allows you to now open up how you do business to the point where you can choose what is my highest and best for each property. And it could be every now and again you've got to do this construction. You've got to, I mean, look at this thing is a full gut job, a full rehab, but it's going to be our highest and best for this deal. And it really doesn't take a lot of time when you have the right systems in place and you have the right contractors in place. I cannot tell you enough. Don't do this out of the gates, but ultimately you can grow your business to do this. This is something you look forward to. Guys, I hope this has been something of value that you can implement and add to your business right now. Maybe you're already consistently wholesaling, you have a team in place, and now you're thinking, okay, what do I do? What is my first step to start even begin considering doing a fix and flip? Guys, it's just being methodical and just do one thing at a time. Don't think of 5 flips at a time. And do start with the easiest ones. Start with ones that just need new carpet or a new paint job. Start small. Don't think of this huge construction process where everything needs to be gutted. The walls need to be cut out and put in all new electrical. We've built up to this. We've done the simple ones where all it took was carpet, base, maybe carpet and paint. Maybe it was just new countertops. And we started that way. That's how we started. And then we've worked our way up to feel comfortable to take on a big project like this. You can look forward to that, but don't do this out of the gates. Start small, start with the home runs, the easy ones, the simple fix and flips that you can quickly put back on the market. And this will help your business grow and get profit, bigger profits, so that you can make more money in your real estate wholesaling business. Now that you've watched this video, I want to see you comment down below and let me know what action are you going to take today. Not tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow doesn't exist, but we do know today exists. What action are you going to take today to consistently find deeply discounted properties and then ultimately get a team in place, a system in place, so that you're able to kind of venture and find the ways to maximize your profits? So comment down below what action you're gonna take, okay? And I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna comment back and help you guys out. And I would love to hear how you're gonna do it and ultimately get to the point where you can maximize your profits and take on some projects just like this one. Take care, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.